red dot.
I killed another one.
Good work.
I have 4 kills.
Good work. Anyone want a red dot?
I'm good.
Where is it? Where is it? Where is he?
He's northeast in the trees.
By the car?
Really
far.
far.
Okay. I forget him then. If he's really far away, forget him.
Ah!
Approaching the drop zone.
The name is Doctor. Disrespect. Spect.
In the last 2 years, Dr. Disrespect has become somewhat iconic in the streaming community. With his cocky, mustached fighter pilot persona, he has innovated the art of streaming like no one before him. He's a fantastic player in the battle royale shooter genre, but he's also kind of a method actor, and he brings with him a level of dedication that is unparalleled among his peers. His villainous personality will have you either loving or hating him, but it's undeniably the backbone to his soaring career. The career of Guy Beam, the man behind Dr. Disrespect. Okay, quick rundown of Guy's life up until this point. At the ages of 12 and 13, he won back-to-back NBA Jam tournaments at Marine World. In college, he was a fairly successful basketball player, and now, at the age of 27, he was an avid gamer with a regular job. Guy loved to talk shit online. In fact, it was part of the fun for him to do a voice while he taunted people, the Doctor being one of them. One day he decides to change his gamertag, and he might have had that particular voice in mind at the time because what he came up with was Dr. Disrespect. From this, the character was born, a character that would forever change the course of Guy Beam's life. It was at around this time that he came across videos of people playing Call of Duty and commentating over the footage. He loved this concept and quickly recorded himself doing the Doctor's voice over some gameplay clips. But he wanted to take it to the next level. This character needed to be seen, his personality was too big to be contained by voice alone. So, he took a trip to the costume shop. The signature mullet, mustache, and sunglasses were acquired that day. And on January 11th, 2010, the Doc's first video was released to the world.
People've gotta understand. You gotta attack. But don't get him mistaken. Certain individuals you don't attack, you run from. Because what I'm talking about, what Dr. Disrespect's talking about.
But he lacked all of the necessary skills. He wasn't a programmer, he didn't know anything about level design, there wasn't really a place he belonged. But now, with his experience as a community figure who manages his own content and social media, Suddenly, there was an entry point. A company named Sledgehammer Games was to be co-developing the next Modern Warfare title, and they happened to be looking for a community manager. Guy Beam applied and got the position, and so he retired the Doctor to live out his dream. A little over a year later, Guy announced via Twitter that he would be accepting a level designer position at the studio, and he would go on to help design around 8 different maps for the studio's second title in the franchise, Advanced Warfare. Somehow, without ever having a background in game development, Guy Beam had created a path for himself to become a piece of the industry that he admired so highly. Much like Dr. Disrespect's attitude, Guy owed his achievements to dedication and unrelenting confidence in his ability for success. And an attitude like that? Well, you just can't keep something so explosive under wraps forever. With some help from Boom.tv, Guy Beam left Sledgehammer Games in 2015, and shortly after, Dr. Disrespect announced his return. While he did make a few brief appearances over the years, like getting invited to the Avenged Sevenfold show, 2016 marked his real comeback to the now explosive esports industry that was booming on Twitch. March 21st, 2016 is when the real fun began.
Violence! Speed! Momentum!
His new main game was H1Z1, King of the Kill, a battle royale shooter, the genre that would help propel him to Twitch stardom. Just a quick recap for all the scrubs out there, battle royale games are sort of like the Hunger Games. A buttload of players get dropped off on an island and have to find weapons and resources to eliminate the other players with. As the game continues, the inhabitable zone shrinks and forces the players closer together, and the last one standing wins. The Doc wasn't just winning games, he was toying with his opponents. He was making a joke of the players he encountered, and he loved every second of it. The production of his stream was innovative and top-notch. Funny speeches and catchphrases, detailed backgrounds and gimmicks. He would remain in character for 6 to 7 hours at a time and stay entertaining the whole way through. His stream grew fast, and by the end of 2016, he was one of the more popular channels on Twitch, with thousands of new members to his subscriber group, the Slick Daddy Club. At the start of 2017, a little game called PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds was about to hit early access, and the developers gave the Doc a copy of the game to stream. It was bigger, more strategic, and more complicated than H1Z1, which ultimately made it more challenging to win. And of course, the Doc was a total badass at this game too, and as his stream got bigger, so did the production and entertainment value. He introduced a Robo-Doc. He streamed the game from a boat. The antics kept viewers endlessly entertained. By summer of 2017, he had become the face of Twitch. So it should come as no surprise that in November of 2017, he was nominated for Streamer of the Year at the Esports Awards. If you thought the Doctor's stream was funny, then seeing him at an award show, in character, contrasted against all the regular attendance, was hilarious. Ridiculous interviews, claims that he would flip over the table if he lost. He really made it easy to see just how different he was from everyone else out there. Needless to say, he won. Streamer of the Year 2017 at the Esports Awards. After leaving Sledgehammer Games to pursue his passion project, Guy Beam had risen to the tippity top and was now the man behind a superstar in the gaming world.
Last but not least, I get a lot of messages, DMs, emails, whispers, text messages, letting me know that I've transformed their lives. There's a lot of people that deal with suicide, that deal with hardships in their lives, deal with people that have fought in the war, people that are dealing with cancer. And I get a lot of messages via emails, whatever it is. And one thing when I started my channel, I had no idea what I was getting into. It was just having a good time. Let's just do our thing. But a year and a half later, I realized a lot of things. I realized I've provided an outlet for a lot of people that are dealing with a lot of hardships. And it makes me proud. So all the people that are dealing with that shit, let's get through it, you know? One step back, 2 steps forward. Let's climb the mountain, let's dominate. Violence, speed, and momentum, and guess what? We're at the tippity top of the mountain. But we're really only halfway up. Let's do it, baby! Thank you, thank you.
As a marketer, you probably use a large number of marketing and analytics platforms. And on every platform, you have tons of metrics to be tracked. It's a lot of manual work to collect your data for reporting and analysis.
Dr. Disrespect had reached a new peak. And as he nearly broke character during his acceptance speech, the world was right there with him. I wish that I could say it ends here and that things simply continued onwards in this direction. But that wouldn't be the truth. Things didn't stay great for very long at all, actually. It's always a tragedy to see someone loved so much fall so hard. In December of 2017, Dr. Disrespect went live. Except, he didn't go live as the Doc. He went live as Guy Beam, with no costume, and it was for a grand total of roughly 2 minutes. And the reason he went live was to say this.
Hey guys, kind of having a little bit of an announcement. And I just want to be completely transparent with you guys. As you guys know, I have a beautiful family and a wife and kid. And I want to be transparent that I've been unfaithful, and I'm probably going to be taking some time away, time off, to focus on stupid fucking mistakes, man. Sponsors and Twitch, and this is not who I am. It's not what I represent, and that's it.
Nobody wanted to believe that someone who has positively impacted so many people's lives would do something so disappointingly awful. There is no excuse for what he did, and there never really is when it comes to cheating. Some fans would stick by his side, others decided to end their support. His reputation was rightfully dragged through the mud, but regardless of where you stood, one fact remained. Dr. Disrespect would once again disappear indefinitely. But there is a silver lining to all of this. I don't know the specifics of what happened during this time, but in late January, the Doc suddenly uploaded a video to YouTube. And in the video, with his wife perched upon his shoulders, holding a knife to his neck, he announced that he would be returning on February 5th. Now, undoubtedly this is great news for his fans, but more than anything, it's kind of beautiful and heartwarming to know that him and his wife were able to work things out, rebuild, that their family is so strong it could overcome the most difficult of challenges and wrongdoings, dedication at its finest. the Twitch community began building non-stop hype in anticipation of the return of Dr. Disrespect. Within mere minutes of beginning his stream, Dr. Disrespect's audience reached over 200,000 live viewers. The doc officially began his comeback stream with PlayerUnknown's Battlegrounds. The viewers continued pouring in, 250,000, 300,000, 350,000, eventually reaching its peak at over 388,000 people gathering for the return of Dr. Disrespect. Every single second of his stream was accompanied by a new subscriber or a new donation, and the doc was giving them just what they wanted. The explosive personality, the crazy production value, and most importantly, the high quality gameplay. It was his first game back and he was dominating, and it wasn't long before the game was down to only 3 players. The doc, full on casting every passing second behind a fake commentary desk. He spots a player and rotates across the open field. Suddenly, it's just down to 2. The third player died before reaching the inhabitable zone. He's waiting. He's ready. The other player peeks and BAM!
Just like that! Ladies and gentlemen, first game of the day, first game of the year, and what do, ladies and gentlemen? 12 kills, a winner, chicken dinner, my God!
He wins his first game back and begins to bask in the glory of his triumphant return in front of nearly 400,000 people. $5,000 donation, $1,000 donation, everyone is loving it and the doctor is basking in their love. The doc had returned. The 2-time back-to-back champion just re-established himself as the face of Twitch once again. The thing about the doctor that makes him so special to me is what you can find in his success. You find someone that's having fun, someone that brings people joy, but you also find someone who forged his own path, believed in his potential for greatness. Guy Beam boldly found success in a way that almost mimics the essence of who Dr. Disrespect is. Climbing to the tippity top of the next mountain, rising to the occasion with violence, speed, and momentum. Because at the end of the day, it all comes down to one simple question. Are we at the top, or are we really only halfway there? That was an exhausting video to make. Thank you so much for watching. First of all, shout out to my supporters on Patreon. I freaking love you guys. You make this all worthwhile. Thank you to Brendan MK, Mr. Novel, Catgrat, Andrew Giles, John Mann, Blair Alexander, Scar and Toph, and Jacob Povzikov. If you're interested in supporting me, which would make me love you too, there's a link in the description. Perks include exclusive updates, insights into my creative process, and potentially even director's cuts of some of my videos. As always, if you like my content, please do subscribe and hit that bell. Appreciate ya. For more updates on me and my channel, follow me at slush_SSBM. MK, Mr. Novel, Catgrat,
Yo, what you need? Is your mic working, my man? It's really stuff. Yeah, I can hear you. We need, my man. Hmm. Nice. Yeah, what I was saying is that got burnt out on Gary's mod after like 3K hours. Trying to get back into it. This is actually the first time of me booting it up since like a year. Mm. Hey, are you fine with me leaving? Because I kind of have to get in a chat with my friends. Are you fine with me leaving the chat? Because I gotta get into a chat with my friends. Yeah. Maybe like in a few hours, because, you know, I haven't talked to these guys in a while. Like a year, probably. They're like my old Gmod mates. Yeah. Bye, my dude.